Hello and welcome. These are horse racing selections for Thursday, the 3rd of July. I am flatcapcallum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. If you're watching upload, well done. This is very, 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 very late. Had a less time than I would have liked this evening. Had some stuff, family stuff, and yes, that didn't necessarily help. And then when I went through it all, I've actually come across a bumper day. So I am potentially going down in a blaze of glory, or not, or just a blaze, ahead of a planned minimum 5-day break. So after today, there won't be any selections till at least Wednesday the 9th. So 5 days off, might be more, we'll see. So that's win, lose or draw, whatever the outcome of Thursday's bets are. But yeah, gone through and I'm playing 12 races, Baker's dozen, 13 horses, 3 Yankees, one of them's a split leg, and now we are all over the place. I've got 2 at Perth, 2 at Bellierstown, 2 at Newbury, 2 races at Kempton, 3 horses, 3 at Tipperary and 1 at Yarmouth. So yeah, a lot going on. We're investing, or I say I am, the channel, me, 28.50. So completely appreciate you make your own choices, right? So yeah, that's what I'm putting down in the channel name. And it's one of them ones when you've got that many horses, it's so difficult to work out what bets to put them in. So I've grouped them together in terms of tracks, but you could put them together in terms of jump races versus flat races, because we've got 5 jumper horses. You could put them in time order. It's very, very difficult to sometimes try and work it out for the channel specifically. What I do personally is I get my list like this. So I've got my 13 horses and I'll be putting them in all sorts of different combinations, with a few leans on some doubles and things. But for the channel, it's already enough complicated for some folk. So in order for me to replicate that, I'd be putting out like 8 different bets across those different horses. So if you want to do that, you do that. But yeah, let's try and scamper through. We've got to do the review of Wednesday. No good again. I don't know, that horse, I'm not quite sure what went wrong with it. It came and looked like good, and I just wonder whether Lily Pinching went a bit too soon. But the tank emptied really, really quick and the horses went past. The Emma Lavelle horse ran a lot better than I thought it was going to be, but even so, it wouldn't have mattered. But yeah, that wasn't good in the end. It looked good at one point. Langham, I couldn't tell you what happened there, why that horse went to 22-1, but yeah, we plugged on and on ahead. Bob on a different way would have been second, but came out third. Channel only got 8-1, but it didn't matter because there was nothing with it. Tint out, the ground went. I mean, whether the forecast was out, whether the original going was out, or whether my estimate of how much rain might impact the course, I don't know. But as soon as it was going good soft in places, I felt that was a done bet, because I backed that on the basis of it being fast ground for Tinto, and that's one to look out for on fast ground. If you actually look at the form of the horses that finished first, second, and whatever, the horse that finished first had the best form on good to soft on that course. And then Epsom, I don't know what happened there. That was an absolute head scratcher. I thought you can't really say they were on a different part of the track. I mean, the horses that finished in the last few spaces were all the ones that were drawn slightly higher, but there wasn't much difference in terms of how they came out the stalls. I mean, the horses that won the race came from the back. These were out the back. I looked at the track time. It looked like it was running good. I mean, I was kind of in between good to firm. Shouldn't have been a problem, but the horses were the last 2 positions. So yeah, just when that happens, it looks pretty embarrassing. So nothing, back for £11 investment. Right. Here's my final one for a break. So most of you will be absolutely delighted I'll be going on a little break. Here we go. So I've got Perth with Bellierstown. So 4.20 Perth. I don't play Perth often on the channel. Carnet de Stage 20-1. 4.55 Perth. Dalilio 16 to 1. Then going into Bellewstown 5.57. Take a Chance Jimmy at 14s. And the 7 minutes past 7, Bellewstown only spoofing at 8s. Got a bit of previous on there, and keen-eyed watchers will know that those two are 11 years old on the flat, because we do like an ageing horse on the channel. 25p each way Yankee, 50p each way singles on the first 3, 50p win single on only spoofing, £9 is total bet. Sky are best, as they are all 3 bets today for extra places. And then jointly 365 Unibet Paddy, Boyle Sports Betway and Betfair. £9 bet 1, 2 Perth, 2 Bellewstown. And then we will go bet 2, Yarmouth and Tipperary, that combination that everybody knows. 4.32 Yarmouth. We've had previous here 2 runs ago. We backed it when it was a really nice winner. Same conditions again. Yes, it's gone up about, I think it's £4, but it won really quite nicely, and the horse that was second's gone on to win again. So I think 12 to 1 overestimates its chances. Underestimates. So Queen's Company's in at 12s, and then we're going to go for some slightly bigger prices at Tipperary. 6.45. It's in a maiden 16 runner. That's optimum conditions, not for a bet, but Leaving Secret 20 to 1. I think the market slightly got that one wrong. The market's always going to favour like the Elliott and Mullins horses, and I think that's overlooked. And then we're going to go 2 bigger ones in a couple of these 16 runner handicaps Tipperary. I like jockey bookings on both. 7.20 Tipperary, Folly Beach 28, 7.55 Tipperary, Ranger Billy 22s. 25p each way Yankee, 50p each way singles on all 4, 9.50 is the bet. Sky are best, followed by 365 Unibet, Betfred, Boyle Sports, Betway, Paddy or Betfair, all jointly second best. That's bet 2. And finishing off, bet 3, 5.48 Kempton, with split legging Tadrib and Hieronymus, which we've backed a few times. So to Tadrib 18s, Hieronymus 25s. 5.6 Newbury definitely needs a bit of bounce back on that one, but Faustus 14s, little bit of point value in there. And then we finish off 2 shorter ones, 6.23 Kempton, Callum at 8s, 7.50 Newbury, Woodstock at 8s. You have to be a one word horse to get in this bet, clearly. 2.12p each way Yankees. So one is Tadrib with these 3, and one is Hieronymus with those 3. 18p each way doubles, so extra doubles. That's basically Tadrib on Calamunda and Hieronymus on Calamunda. So it's 2 Kempton doubles basically. So a little bit extra on those. So that rounds up the multiples to £6 exactly. 50p each way singles, Tadrib, Hieronymus and Faustus. And then we're going to do 50p win singles, Calamunda and Woodstock. 10 is the bet. Sky best for extra places. And this is mainly about this 7.50 Newbury, 365 Unibet, Betway, Paddy or Betfair. For those of you who use Oddschecker, you will notice they've clearly fallen out with Flutter Group, because Sky and Paddy are down the wrong end of the table, and Betfair doesn't even make it. So I even have to manually go and check Betfair's extra places. So they're actually still pretty good at the moment. They're generally in line with Paddy, apart from kind of standout 20 runner handicap type things. All right, so that's 2050. That is me. However you're going to be spending your next few days, hopefully rejoicing in a really great win. But it's one of them. Even if we've got some good horses in there, it's whether they've got in the right bets. Yeah, I mean, we'll just have to we'll have to see. I've put them in the way I've put them, and yeah, I mean, certainly it's going to be interesting. There's quite a lot of 12 races in the space of like 3.5 hours. Keeping it interesting, certainly on Thursday, aren't we? All right, that is it. Enjoy racing for the next few days without me, and might see some of you next week. We'll see. But yeah, the plan is to be back Wednesday next week, as in for Wednesday racing, Tuesday night Wednesday racing, unless I kind of think it's not quite there. That's the plan. All right. See you then. I'll enjoy my few days away. Bye bye.